Second, we're doing a thing on crane management. So for sale, our wisdom packs and stuff like that for our employees at Shell. One of the questions I wanted to ask you about cranes, because you have all this knowledge, is we do a third-party annual inspection. What do? Once a year, we boom the cranes down. We go through the whole boom, look at all the lacing, make sure everything's good, nothing's corroded with rust or anything like that. And we check the cables, number one and number two. We check all of that. And then from there, everything's visual. As far as the structure part of the machine, they look at that very good on your boom and stuff like that. And then after that, go through the inside, look at it. You can go through it pretty good. That's mostly what you're looking at. With your winch and your boom, make sure everything's good. But that's done every year. Make sure our weight indicators work properly. And when you make sure the crane is functioning properly. If there's anything that we have a problem with, we'll let them know, stuff like that. But everything, that's like I say, once a year, that's done. You keep saying once a year, annual inspection, that's every 7 years, right? No, that's a trick question. Oh. No, once a year, it's done. The crane is boomed down on the ground, and they walk from the tip to the end, and they check everything, make sure everything's in good shape. Awesome. So let me ask you this question. I've been doing this for 30 years. Can I lift something? Can I use this? No, I wouldn't let you get in there. You'd kill somebody. That's why you wouldn't let me? Yeah, I wouldn't let you get in there. That's the closest you can get to it right there. Okay. Where do you keep the spare tire at? The spare tire? There's no spare tire, there's no steering wheel. A lot of people say, how you learn to drive that? So you can look all day long in there, you'll never find a steering wheel. Awesome. Hey, Chucky, I appreciate it, man. Been fun, man. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing well, and you?
Doing good. Hey, I'm doing a little questionnaire on crane management. You know, one of the questions I got for you is, all these are very important questions. Load charts. Are your load charts current? What is that all about?
Yes, they are. Tells you how much you press for at a certain degree angle to raise, how much weight you can handle.
So when you're booming, it'll tell you your radius.
Or you tip the capacity and everything. Now when you're booming, you know, you got a radius sitting on the car right here.
Right.
See if I'm picking up 120,000 pounds, and I look at my chart and see what angle I can go to at 120,000 pounds. I know how far I can boom it down with that indicator right here.
Right, okay.
So when I start getting close, we'll stop, and I can tell Larry or Mr. Donald or Kevin, I'm getting close to my capacity right now. So we'll stop it. If we need to go so many feet further to readjust or whatever, you know, and see where we at that point before. Because we don't want any tipping capacity, you know, any tipping at all with the crane.
Okay. I'm glad you know all that. I don't. One thing, is it true that you have to put WD-40 on your sprinkler sprockets every week? Not true?
No.
That's something Cookie made up?
Yeah, something to be made, yeah.
So that's awesome. Thanks, Cookie.
Yeah. I mean, we keep our chains all in with decent stuff to keep them from breaking. Because one time we was in the West Yard over there, Black was cutting, and he broke a chain and had that link. I walked it off, had that link through 65 feet away from the crane. That's why when we're cutting, I lock this side, I'm cutting with this side. We don't want nobody in this area right here that's right in line with the chain. In case that does happen, a piece can take off and, you know, mess somebody up big time.
When you're managing a lift and you're doing it, no, you got the track. Do you ever get the unstable? I mean, it's pretty solid here.
It is wrong here also.
Have you ever run a crane on unstable?
Yes, we have. Yeah, back in the day, yeah. We used to do it all the time.
Made you nervous, huh? Because I've seen where...
Yeah, you're getting holes and you start, doing this number here and all that. Yeah.
Gotta be a scary feeling. Have you ever lost a load or anything?
No.
I know we joke around, but what are the 3 words that you tell your girlfriend?
I love you.
Yeah, when I ask you what the 3 words
drop
are?
it.
Don't drop it. Very good.
Well,
Got another question for you. What is the optimal goal of your lift?
Make sure that we're doing it right. We don't drop it.
Perfect. Like those 3 words.
But everything's within the chart. In fact, 50%. We don't like to make any kind of list where we over 50%. So everything's within the chart at all times with a 50%.
Now let me ask you another question. We're up in the air. We got 4 cranes working. You feel your crane's not right. Blow the horn. Get on the radio. All stop.
Then we get together and figure out the problem.
Y'all sit
We should-
down, or y'all just
Yeah,
keep
we-
holding and not move?
Well, we're not gonna move anything till we find out what's the problem. Hopefully that'll never happen at that point when you load the cement.
Right, that's when you're most vulnerable.
Yeah.
Larry, I'm doing a small video on crane management, and I know there's a lot that goes through it. You're the top dog on the process. Can you explain to our team what goes through a lift plan, a lift meeting?
We get the weight of the lift we picking up, and then Mr. Donald and I, mostly Mr. Donald, does a little weight analysis on how much the cranes can pick up, at which distance, with boom angles, how far we need to be away, what's the furthest we can be away, and we like to work within 50 to 60% if we can. Sometimes we can't, most of the time we do. And we do a critical lift sheet. It shows us what the crane's capacity is at that angle. It'll show you how much the crane can pick up, and it'll show you how much the crane's gonna have. We get with Kyle, and Kyle's engineers let us know roughly on what the structure weighs, and we break it down from there, and then once we get it, we have a meeting with Shell people, and then they all understand what we plan on doing. 4 cranes lifts. We gotta get all 4 cranes in position, and after all of that's done, we lift it, we get it off of the load spreader for approximately 2 or 3, 4 inches. Get it level, and then we go around and get all the weights from the guys. But before all that takes place, we always have a meeting with our crane operators. They all know exactly what they're gonna have, when they're gonna have it, and if it changes, they know to call me. We talk to them on radios, and they know exactly what they should have. If they end up getting too much weight, they let me know. Well, that means it's out of level, so we straighten it up and we get it as close as we can. And then once we get it up, we get the weight, we get everybody, make sure all the brakes are holding, all the cranes are in good shape, everything's been checked out, and then we proceed on with the lift. And the good Lord's with us. We've been making quite a few of them, and everything's been going real good.
It's awesome. I think it shows that, hey, look, we just don't go out there and hook up to it and go. There's a long process to getting to where they want to go. I just want to ask you, are you happy with the career choice you made? Because they told me the first choice was going to be a jockey. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
So
happy.
you happy where you're at?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay. Now I'm sure the horses are glad too, right?
I hear you. I hear you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
I noticed on your physique that you have built a counterweight system to keep you from falling backwards, I guess. Anyway, on your crane, you have a counterweight system on this?
Yes, this machine is rigged up Series 2 4100. And what that means, it has these extra counterweights. They're called belly weights. You have one on each side, 30,000 a piece, 15 tons total. And on the side of the machine, they have these kidney weights. They 6 tons a piece, one on each side. What that does, that makes the machine Series 2. So inside the machine they have 2 load charts. Whereas if you're Series 2, your radius, you can go further with a load, and it makes a lot of difference. Whereas if you take them off, it's Series 1, and load chart for that. But a lot of difference with extra counterweight.
The line. What does that mean?
Well, if you may be tied up to something and they're about to maybe cut it loose or something like that, and if I got the bind on it, but if I don't have no load and they go and they cut it, it drops all at once. That's what you consider a shock. something that you're not expecting and it just comes down with the weight of it. Come down and it make you consider that a shot load right there.
Okay. We don't want to do that, you know.
Doesn't want to do that. That's a no-no. That's a no-no on that part there.
So I see you got the 4,000.
Yes,
The 4,000, we got two 4,100s, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the difference?
What is it? 4,000. That's a 150-ton machine compared to the 41, which is 230-ton machine. Series 2. And this 4,000 here, it basically, you can work it, but you can't do as many things as you can with the 41 at one time. So you basically right here would do this one step at a time. That way you keep everything. You could do it, but to be on the safe side, the people you won't like what happens because you're gonna scare the people, and that's something you don't want to do. You know, but 4,000, they're good machines, and you take it one step at a time, take your time, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Everything will be just fine.
Hey, appreciate it. Couple more questions. I asked Mike, is it true that you have to spray WD-40 on your springlet sprocket once a week?
Well, you spray on any little spring that you have. It's good to keep it lubricated in a way.
Awesome. Keep it lubricated.
Keep it lubricated. You call that a preventive maintenance, like you would say, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
Keep it all working in good condition.
Awesome.
You throw your dogs out, the spring gonna automatically comes out. It won't get jammed that time. That's a good idea.
Do they have bumpers, back bumpers?
There's no such thing as such bumpers on the crane. You got counterweights in the back. That would be considered a bumper, but it's not made to bump with. There's only counterweight. You consider it as a bumper. But it's not no bumper, it's just counterweight.
Right.
You shouldn't use it against anything, any kind of weight, nothing like that. Just to keep the weight on the crane. That's all it's used.
Okay, another question. Have you ever been in a crane when it's been hit by lightning?
I have been sitting in the crane and lightning hit. And it seems like when the lightning had hit, for some reason, somehow, it's like, I don't know if lightning goes from ground up, but I see in the spark like right, it'll consider itself being right underneath the boom. You know what I mean? I want to say maybe if they say it comes from ground up or up down, but I have seen it spark in this area right here before.
Wow. That'd be scary, huh?
Oh yeah, and then the weather was like, we wasn't expecting lightning. It wasn't like lightning in the area thing that we have now. But I think that for us considering the weather within 10 miles on in, that's a good idea, you know, especially when you're in the oil field business like this.
That was my next question. I know a lot of feedback, man, and 10 miles is killing us and stuff, but somebody sticking way up in the air, seems like y'all think that's a good idea.
That's a good idea, right?
And one part of crane man put in good communication, good signal. Sometimes we don't have radios, so how do we communicate? We pass signals. Can you demonstrate that?
Come up when you load, you like this. Come up, or if you want to go down, you go like this. Or if you need to boom it up, boom up is the thumb up, like this, or boom down, like this. If you want to slack your load off and boom down, like this. And if you want to swing to your left or your right, face your operator, swing to your left, or swing to your right. And if you had a dog stop moment, you put the dog stop right here. If you want to take it easy, you do like this, take it easy, or like this, you come up or come down.
That's basically all the signals. But if you have a radio, you'd rather use the radio than hand signals, right? More exact.
Exactly. You know when to stop, you know. You got gloves on, you can't see that too good. Right. Here.
Awesome. How long you been doing crane?
About 6-8 months now.
You like it? Good career?
Good career.
There's another.
Hey, Tuki, do you have a final word or something that you want to say to our leadership?
Yes. Me and my buddy, we do very good. We've been running cranes together for a long time. We've never dropped anything, and Jason, I'll never drop anything. Got my word on that. So where's my blue shirt with 2 keys and aphromatics on?